Breaking just minutes ago, Judge Jeanine Pirro will be appointed interim United States Attorney for the District of Columbia.
You have destroyed our faith in the justice system.
We are in a dangerous situation in the country right now. We have a president who has no regard for the Constitution, a convicted felon. We've got a Republican Party that has bent the knee and kissed the ring, and it reveres the dear leader, Donald Trump, and will do anything up to and including violating their vow, their sacred oath to the Constitution of the United States, especially related to due process. And if they can violate someone's due process who is a permanent resident or an undocumented immigrant, they can violate your due process. They can violate your Fifth Amendment rights under the Constitution, your 14th Amendment rights under the Constitution. And they're going to do it. Yesterday, we did good news, and then it was followed immediately by bad news, all related to due process. Ed Martin, the current interim United States Attorney for the District of Columbia, a court in which I have a case right now in that office regarding death threats on me and rape and death threats on Brittany Page. So I'm happy to see Ed Martin go, but his replacement is a nightmare. We just talked about Jeanine Pirro just the other day, and her lies about the Fifth Amendment, her disrespect for the Constitution she once raised her right hand and swore an oath to. So I want to give you a flavor going back. I know everybody knows a little bit about Jeanine Pirro, but this is the Jeanine Pirro that Donald Trump just nominated or placed in interim status to be the United States Attorney for the District of Columbia. And this is why she got that position.
I want to know from the Department of Justice why you're doing this. I want to know from the FBI whether or not this is legitimate, because everything that you've done regarding Donald Trump has been illegal, illegitimate, and immoral, and the country knows it. And you have destroyed our faith in the justice system.
Just one question, Judge.
And it's not Donald Trump's fault. It's their fault.
Just a sycophant, just a bomb thrower, just a cult member. That's the qualification. That's your only qualification if you want to be in the Trump cabinet, is to kiss his ass. Now, just the other day, she was on her Fox News program, because apparently that's another cherry on top if you want to be in the Trump cabinet or in a high position in the Trump government. She was talking about and lying about the Fifth Amendment and what's contained therein relative to due process for all persons. I'll remind you of this brief moment.
Okay, a couple of thoughts. She says that the Fifth Amendment requires it. So, of course, I pull out, I carry this in my purse all the time. I don't know why. I think someday I'll be arrested or something. I'll take it out. Fifth Amendment is about a grand jury. It's about double jeopardy. It's about a person not being compelled to be a witness against himself, and you cannot be deprived of life, liberty, or property without due process. It says nothing about illegal. So cut the crap, Kristen Welker. You're a good person, but you're wrong on this. That's number one.
Every word of that is a lie. The Fifth Amendment, again, from the United States Constitution, the Fifth Amendment that we're talking about passed in probably 1791, 1793. I can actually go look and tell you exactly when it was ratified. The Fifth Amendment, 1791. December 15th, 1791. The Fifth Amendment has been around. It's not new. She knows. She was a judge. No person shall be held to answer for a capital or otherwise infamous crime unless on a presentment of indictment of a grand jury. No person, right? And then goes through all these other elements that no person shall be required to or commanded to do. No person, nor shall any person be subject for the same offense to be twice put in jeopardy of life and limb, nor shall any person be compelled in any criminal case to be a witness against himself, nor be deprived of life, liberty, or property without due process of law. No person, no person, no person. It doesn't say no citizen. It doesn't say no American. It doesn't say no male. It says no person. And she knows that. And now Donald Trump sees fit to make her the interim United States Attorney for the District of Columbia. And that is disappointing, because this is an all-out assault on the Constitution. This is an all-out assault from an information and messaging standpoint of these Republicans convincing MAGA that the Constitution doesn't say the thing that it clearly states. It is a wild world, though, when Fox News is a feather in your cap. It's a line item on your resume to get you hired by Donald Trump. This was Bret Baier, the chief propagandist, chief Washington anchor, whatever his title is over there, announcing that Jeanine Pirro was going to be named the interim U.S. attorney.
Here are some other headlines tonight, breaking just minutes ago. One of the co-hosts of The Five, Judge Jeanine Pirro, will be appointed interim United States Attorney for the District of Columbia. President Trump announced that on Truth Social just moments ago. Jeanine was Assistant District Attorney for Westchester County, New York, and then went on to serve as County Judge and District Attorney, where she was the first woman ever to be elected to those positions. She will be leaving Fox to take this position, and we obviously wish her well.
So look, I haven't done a count, but how many people had some involvement with Fox News that are now involved in Donald Trump's operation here in the second term? We know the first term, but I mean, you got Tammy Bruce, spokesperson for the State Department, absolutely just a Fox News person. Now Jeanine Pirro, Pete Hegseth. How many others? Sean Duffy. So many members of the cabinet were just talking heads on Fox News. It is, Kudlow was a guy, he's now back on Fox News, but the first term. It's just a laundry list of reject hosts of people Donald Trump saw on Fox News, and it imparted into him that they are they hold some kind of expertise or power beyond their actual intellectual capabilities. And that's what we've got with Jeanine Pirro, except in her case, she's a sinister actor who works in service to Donald Trump, even when it means violating her oath to the Constitution, even when it means lying about things she knows clearly are untrue. And I know this because when Hillary Clinton was running for president against Donald Trump in 2016, she was all over Hillary Clinton for the same reasons and justifications that she's now completely ignoring relative to Donald Trump. It's all sickening and gross, and we are in danger because of it. Because I'll finish like I started. If they can violate the rights of the residents, the permanent residents, the green card holders, the undocumented in this country, what will stop them from doing it to you? They're violating the Constitution. It says no person. You're in danger too. I'm in danger too. Anyway. What do you think? I invite you to this conversation. You can click the button below in the comments and clickety-clack your comment. We can disagree agreeably, as I always say. I appreciate your participation in the conversation. It really does help. It triggers the algorithm to share this content and this channel with new possible viewers and subscribers, and you can take part in that. Anyway, follow me on social media if that's your jam. I'm at Dollemore just about everywhere. I am no longer active at all on the Nazi Twitter, but everywhere else, at Dollemore. I'll see you next time. Until then, be genuine and take care of one another.